What if someone you know could be a master manipulator without a shred of guilt? Could they be a psychopath or a sociopath? The human mind is an enigma, a complex labyrinth of emotions and reason. Yet within some, the emotional pathways are intriguingly different, or even absent. Understanding psychopathy and sociopathy isn't just academic. It's crucial for navigating social landscapes. These conditions shape interactions more profoundly than we might think, often hidden beneath a veneer of normalcy. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating differences between these two complex conditions. Both chilling and misunderstood, but what exactly defines a psychopath and a sociopath? Delving into the clinical language, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition or DSM-5, provides a framework to understand these complex personalities. Psychopathy is often characterized by a profound lack of empathy, a bold, disinhibited ego, and an inherent inability to form genuine emotional attachments. They are the maestros of manipulation, often seen as charming and engaging, yet coldly calculating underneath. In contrast, sociopathy, which falls under the broader category of antisocial personality disorder, just like psychopathy, showcases a slightly different pattern. Sociopaths tend to have a weaker sense of attachment, and their emotional outbursts are more erratic. Unlike the calculated nature of psychopaths, sociopaths are prone to impulsive behaviors and are less adept at concealing their true intentions. Their moral compasses also differ markedly. Psychopaths typically lack a moral framework, viewing it as a foreign concept, while sociopaths might possess a skewed but present sense of right and wrong, often influenced by a personal set of principles. Now that we know what each term means, let's explore how these traits manifest in real life. Imagine a chess player who sees people as pawns. That's often the strategic mind of a psychopath. This individual doesn't just react, they plan, calculate, and manipulate with a precision that can almost be admired if it weren't so chillingly devoid of empathy. Take, for instance, the archetype of a corporate psychopath. In the boardroom, they are the epitome of charm and confidence, using their charisma as a tool to influence and ascend the corporate ladder. Their interactions are meticulously crafted, with every smile and handshake serving a calculated purpose. They are masters at reading emotions, not to connect or empathize, but to exploit weaknesses for their own gain. Their emotional detachment allows them to make decisions that others might balk at, unencumbered by guilt or remorse. This can make them highly effective in roles that require tough, emotionless decision-making, but perilously dangerous in positions of power. While psychopaths play chess with emotions, sociopaths paint a different, more chaotic picture. Not all storms come with a warning. Sociopaths can be that unexpected storm. Imagine the chaos of a whirlwind, touching down with no prior signs. It's unpredictable and unsettling. That's often how sociopaths blend into and disrupt everyday life. Let's delve into the nature of a sociopath. They are characterized by their impulsive and erratic behaviors. Unlike their psychopath counterparts who meticulously plan their moves, sociopaths act without considering the consequences. This lack of foresight can lead to tumultuous relationships and unstable career paths. Consider a typical office scenario. A sociopath might spontaneously decide to undermine a colleague during an important meeting, driven not by a strategic plan but by a sudden impulse. The aftermath? Confusion, disrupted relationships, and a shaken team dynamic. This impulsive action wasn't part of a grand scheme, it was spur of the moment, driven by immediate emotional responses rather than logical reasoning. With such stark contrasts, how can we identify these personalities in our daily lives? Knowing the signs can protect you and your loved ones. So, how do you spot a psychopath or a sociopath? Let's start with the workplace. Picture someone who often takes bold risks without a second thought. This could be a sign of a psychopath. They are usually seen as fearless and cool under pressure, characteristics that can be misleadingly attractive in high-stakes environments. On the other hand, a sociopath might struggle to adhere to company rules or maintain a consistent work performance, often reacting impulsively to situations, which can disrupt team dynamics. Moving to personal relationships, psychopaths tend to form connections that are superficial and strategically beneficial rather than emotionally founded. They may charm and deceive to get what they want, remaining detached and calculating. Sociopaths, however, form attachments that can be passionate but highly volatile. They are more likely to display a full range of emotions, albeit in an exaggerated and uncontrolled fashion, often leading to turbulent relationships. In terms of empathy, the differences are stark. A psychopath typically shows a lack of empathy, their interactions marked by a cold disinterest in others' feelings. They understand emotions intellectually but do not feel them. Sociopaths, while also struggling with empathy, are capable of emotional attachments to certain people or groups, though these attachments are usually dysfunctional. Understanding these signs not only helps in personal safety, but also in fostering healthier relationships. Why bother distinguishing between a rock and a hard place? Understanding the differences between psychopaths and sociopaths isn't just academic. It's crucial for navigating the complexities of human relationships. These distinctions can profoundly impact both personal and professional environments. Imagine you're forming a new business partnership or entering a romantic relationship. Knowing the traits of these personality disorders might help you recognize warning signs early on. It's about protecting your emotional and financial investments from potentially toxic interactions. In the workplace, understanding these differences can aid in managing team dynamics more effectively. It's not uncommon for individuals with these disorders to be charming and manipulative, potentially leading to disruptive or even destructive workplace scenarios. On a broader scale, this knowledge contributes to overall personal well-being. Being able to identify and appropriately respond to such personalities can prevent psychological stress and promote healthier interactions. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it might just save you more trouble than you anticipate. A journey into the mind's darker corridors can be enlightening. As we've delved into the shadowy differences between psychopaths and sociopaths, it's clear that while both share a disconnection from society's moral standards, the nuances are markedly distinct. Psychopaths exhibit a polished, often charming exterior, making them difficult to spot. Their lack of empathy and cold, calculated approach to life is masked by superficial charm. In contrast, sociopaths tend to be more erratic, prone to emotional outbursts, and less able to form attachments, which makes their antisocial behavior more apparent. Understanding these differences isn't just an academic exercise, it's crucial for practical everyday interactions. Recognizing these traits can protect us, help in managing relationships, and even assist in professional environments where such personality types might be more prevalent. Remember, the mind is a complex landscape, and understanding its darker aspects can lead to brighter paths in both personal and wider social realms.